Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Noel Koran here once again at the piano. So I want to talk about things that we've done in the past at Tacoma Opera. And lately, I've been talking about our 2017-18 50th anniversary season. It's so hard to believe that we've been alive for 50 years and we're still here. Thank God, and that's really something I'm very, very proud of. I've been working backwards with the latest episodes that I've been talking about. We started with the Merry Widow, which was the last production of our 50th anniversary season. And then the last time I was talking about Carmen, which was the main production of the 50th anniversary season, and that was done in February. So now I want to talk about an opera that started out our 50th anniversary season, and this opera in particular is near and dear to my heart. It's the Marriage of Figaro by Mozart, one of the all-time greatest operas that's ever been written, and I have had the privilege of directing this opera. I think I was just counting it the other day. I think it's more than 6 times. And every single time I've directed it, I've fallen in love with it anew. And one of the great things about the production that we did in fall of 2017, which was the 50th anniversary season, is that I think for the first time I had possibly the most perfect cast I've ever had for this production. It was a total joy for me to be involved with it. I loved every minute of working on with everybody, and I want to share some of those moments with you today. Now, the Marriage of Figaro, there are so many incredible moments in it. I can't do it all in one episode. I think this time I'm going to have to use at least 3 episodes to get through everything I want to talk about. It's a great cast. The characters are unbelievably remarkable and just so much fun. There's, I believe, at least 6 main characters in this production. But today I want to focus on one aria from each of the 4 acts of the opera so that you can get a sense of the incredible beauty that Mozart imbued on this particular opera. And there's a good reason that it's one of the greatest operas ever written. Well, Mozart was brilliant. I mean, what else can you say? He was an absolute genius. And so I'm going to talk about 4 arias, and that only covers a couple of the great arias from this incredible opera. And then I'll do some more arias with the next session, and then we'll end up with some of the great ensemble pieces from this production. So what I want to start out with today is an opera from each of the 4 acts of Figaro. And the first act, aria, that I want to focus on today is Figaro's aria at the very end of the act, Non più andrai. And just to give you a little background on this aria, Figaro is teasing Cherubino in the aria, played by Erika Convery, and along with Figaro, who is played by Misha Mizhnikov, is his bride-to-be Susanna, played by Jocelyn Thomas. Now, in this aria, Misha, or Figaro, is teasing Cherubino because he's just been ordered by the Count to join the military, which is the one thing that Cherubino hates. He's a lover. He's not a soldier. He does not want to go out there. So Misha, or Figaro, I should say at this point, is teasing him and telling him what the life of a soldier is going to be like. And Susanna is helping him in this process as well. And so finally, what happens in this aria is after Figaro explains what the life of a military man is going to be like, he scares Cherubino out of there, and Cherubino flees for his life. And so it's a great aria. It's one of the greatest baritone arias that's ever been written, and it's a lot of fun, and I want to share that one with you today.
Notte giorno di torno girando, nelle velle turbando a riposo, non ci setua vicino d'amor. Nelle velle turbando a riposo, non ci setua vicino d'amor. Tra barriere a farmacco, tra lo stacchi stretto sacco, schioppi a spalla, schioppi a fianco, collo dritto, muso franco, un gran casco, un gran turbante, molto no, poco contante, poco contante, poco contante. Ed invece del fandango una voce per il fango, per montagne e per valori, con le neve salioni al concerto di tromboni, di bombardi e di cannoni, che le pali in tutti i tuoni all'orecchio fan fischiare. Non vi avrai ben occhiali, non vi avrai quel cappello, non vi avrai quella chioma, non vi avrai quell'aria brillante, non vi avrai farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, nelle velle turbando a riposo, non ci setua vicino l'amor. Nelle velle turbando a riposo, non ci setua vicino d'amor. Cherubino alla vittoria, alla gloria militar, Cherubino alla vittoria, alla gloria militar, alla gloria militar, alla gloria militar.
So the second aria from Figaro that I want to share with you today is the opening aria from Act 2, where the Countess, we discover the Countess alone in her boudoir, and she's incredibly lonely. She's sad. The Count doesn't love her anymore. And so she sings about how horrible and lonely her life is right now. And she prays to the gods to bring the Count back into her life and so that he might love her again. It's Porgi Amor is the name of the aria. It's one of the most beautiful arias in all of the operatic literature. It's not very long. It's a beautiful aria for the soprano. And here it is sung by Alison Pohl, who is an absolutely divine countess, one of my favorite artists to work with. And she did a great job. And it's such a beautiful, sentimental, and earnest plea for love. And I want to share this aria with you today. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the third aria that I want to share with you today comes from the third act of Figaro. It's the Count's aria. It's a very famous aria. Like the first aria for Figaro that I played for you, this is also one of the most famous baritone arias ever written. As a matter of fact, just about every single aria in Figaro that Mozart wrote is one of the most famous arias ever written, whether it's for soprano, mezzo-soprano, tenor. Well, not tenor, because the tenor doesn't really have a big aria, but a baritone. The two baritone arias are just world-renowned, world-renowned. So now I want to share with you the third act aria, Count's aria. This is where he's discovered that there's a plot going on to fool him. And needless to say, the baritone, the Count, is he's a rather egotistical kind of guy. So he doesn't take this very well. And so he gets really angry. And this is his angry aria about how he's going to get back at all the people that are plotting against him. It's beautifully sung, beautifully acted. Zachary Lennox plays the Count in this aria. And what else can I say? He does a great job, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it.
Hai già vinta la causa? Cosa sento? In qual lato cadea? Perfidi! Io voglio di tal modo purnirti. A piacer mio la sentenza sarà. Ma se pagasse la vecchia pretendette, a calla, in qual maniera? E poi vi Antonio, che all'incognito Figaro ricusa di dare una nipote in matrimonio. Coltivando l'orgoglio di questo mentecato, tutto giù da un raggiro, il colpo è fatto. Vedrò mentre io sospiro, e dice un servo mio. E un ten che in van desio, e posseder dovrà. Vedrò Herman amore, unita un vile oggetto, in me deston affetto, che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha. Vedrò mentre io sospiro, felice un servo mio, che un bene che in van desio e posseder dovrà. Vedrò Herman d'amore, unita un vile oggetto, in me deston affetto, che per me poi non ha, che per me poi non ha. Vedrò, 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 a non lasciarti in pace, non vo questo contento. Tu non nascesti audace, tu non nascesti audace, per dare a me tormento, e forse ancor per ridere la speranza sola che le vendette mie quest'anima consola e giubilar mi fa e giubilar mi fa che lasciarti in pace non può questo contento tu non nascesti a etage per dare a me tormento e forse ancor per ridere di mia infelicità già la speranza sola che le vendette mie quest'anima consola e giubilar mi fa e giubilar mi fa e giubilar mi fa e giubilar mi fa e giubilar mi fa.
So that was Zachary Lennox playing the Count and singing the Count's third act aria, I già vinto la causa. It was great working with Zach. It was great working with everybody, but Zach, I think, made a perfect Count. It's not that Zach is arrogant. It's not that he's an SOB or anything like that. He's a great actor, but he looked the part so well and did such a great job with it, just like everybody in the whole opera. And then the final aria that I want to share with you today comes from Act 4. And this is the famous Susanna's aria, De Villene. And this is sung by Jocelyn Thomas. This was the first time that she had ever performed with the company, as it was with Zach Lennox as well. It was both their first times. So it was a great experience having them both involved with the company. And Jocelyn was just an absolutely charming Susanna. And in a strange way, this is my own personal opinion now, I know the opera is titled The Marriage of Figaro, but in a way, it's Susanna that actually rules the show in this opera. She is the main character in many, many, many ways. And she's just absolutely adorable. And Jocelyn did a great job. But this aria in particular is one of the most famous soprano arias, and it comes in Act 4. And what's happening in this aria is that Susanna is disguised and Figaro is in the background observing her singing this aria. Now he thinks that she is there to rendezvous with a fictitious lover, someone other than Figaro. So Figaro is just totally jealous about all of this. But in reality, Susanna is singing about the love that she's going to meet here in the garden. And in her mind, it's Figaro. So it's really a love song to the man she truly loves, which is Figaro. But he doesn't know it. And she's teasing him throughout this entire aria. But it's so beautifully written, and Mozart did such a wonderful job that we know in our hearts that she is sending all of her love to the man of her life, to Figaro. It's just that Figaro doesn't quite get it, you know. He's a guy, it takes them a while. But I want to share this incredible aria with you. It's by Mozart, it's De Villene, and it's sung beautifully by Jocelyn Thomas. Thank you. So that was De Villene from the fourth act of The Marriage of Figaro, sung beautifully by Jocelyn Thomas. And so those are 4 incredible arias from this incredible opera, one of the greatest operas ever written. And I'm so thankful that I'm able to share them with you today. But this is not all. I mean, like I say, the Marriage of Figaro is one of the greatest operas ever written. And we'll be sharing more from this opera with you in future broadcasts.